Okay, to determine whether or not your hip is undergoing internal or external rotation, all you need to do is look at the position of the feet. If they are pointing outward, then your hip and thighs are externally rotating. And if they are pointing inward, then your hip and thighs are internally rotating. With that in mind, let's first take a look at this athlete run backwards and then change direction as seen in this video. Let's look at this again and stop it right about here. Notice the position of the right foot. It is completely rotated outward away from his body, or externally, and of course this is a function of the external hip rotator muscles. Let's advance the video a little more. With the right foot now on the ground, the player's right external hip rotators are now near maximum contraction, and this will in turn place the internal hip rotators on the same right side near their maximum stretch. The stretched right internal hip rotators can now contract and pull his body around, seen here. As seen here with our player when he plants his left foot, he is also putting both hips into external rotation. Now looking at his left foot first, we can see that it is pointing outward, away from the direction that the front of his hips are pointing. And this is caused by the contraction of the external hip rotators, which also stretches the internal hip rotators. Now, if we advance the video a little, we can see the same thing happening with the right foot. This too is caused by the contraction of the external hip rotators and is necessary to help his foot make proper contact with the ball. And just like the left hip, the contraction of the right external hip rotators stretches the right internal hip rotators. After contact, the foot and hip are still externally rotated, which means the internal hip rotators are still stretched. And these stretched internal hip rotators will now be able to powerfully contract to pull the leg and thigh back around into their neutral position, seen here.